All right. So yeah, summertime prospecting ideas. I wanted to bring this topic up just because, like we talked about last week, during the summer, it's easy to kind of, get a little distracted and off track from your schedule and your planning. Obviously, we talked about putting time in your schedule last week to prospect. In this week, I wanted to talk about what people had in their plans, what creative ways they were going to prospect um, this summer, whether it is, using some of the good weather to get out to different neighborhoods and start door knocking and, talking about this market that we're in right now and how it's a fantastic time to sell, or holding a client appreciation party, a night at the ballpark at the Senators, something to that effect to get you guys more business. So with that being said, I know Michelle is on the call here and she's kind of the master of doing some of these client appreciation parties in the summer. Do you have anything in the works right now? What are your guys' plans?
Yes. I don't know about the master, Brooks, but we've got experience. Let's go with that. We do. So I want to take a stab at again doing our client appreciation event, the largest one we do of the year. We didn't get to do it last year, obviously, but this year we invited about 200 people to the Senators game. It's actually next Wednesday, a week from tomorrow. We invited about 200 of our clients, and right now I've got between 75 and 80 coming, and they love it. So we're taking them out to the Senators game next Wednesday night, and we have a dinner for them, and they get a ticket to the game, and then we mingle with them all evening, catch up with people. They've now started to bring more of their family members, so it's kind of expanded our network a little bit because they're bringing more family members into the ballpark and we're getting to know them also. So we've got that planned for next Wednesday. We just did Father's Day Popeyes, which we did Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. So we did about 15 dads over the last few days, hit them. We'll do 4th of July Popeyes, and then we'll probably do another ice cream party in August at Rake Straws. So we invite, again, about 200 people to Rake Straws. We open it up for about 2 hours, and they can come in anytime in that 2-hour span. We're there hanging out with them. They get ice cream, and we just stand outside, talk, catch up for the summer. So we'll do that in August. And then we continue to do our personal notes, our calls. The calls right now purely reflect on this market and, finding out if anybody's interested in selling that hasn't thought about it before, let them know what's going on in their neighborhood. So we're doing a lot of those calls now, and just keeping up with the Popeyes and consistently writing the notes to stay in touch.
Awesome. Yeah, those are all great ideas and great ways to stay in touch with your clients and stay in contact with them. And ultimately, that's going to lead to more business for you. Yeah, those are definitely great ideas. Yeah. Hang on, Uncle Tim, you're going to have to unmute yourself, but you're on mute here.
There we go. Let's go next to Kara. Kara, can you tell us and tell the group what you guys just recently did? I think it was in Greencastle.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, good. You know what? We are actually doing what's called Third Saturday in Greencastle, and it started a month ago, and it's every third Saturday and runs through September. We joined the local chamber, and they all have different events, and you can pick and choose what you want to sponsor and what's right for you. So every third Saturday, we are on the square, and we are able to set up a booth. We have giveaways that we get from clients or whatever, local businesses, to try to drive business and give them, exposure and bring people in their doors. So they actually help us, at times to share and market it as well. So we do that. And then we get their information because of the Enter to Win. So we have enter to win sheets that ask, you know, the questions: are you interested in selling? Are you interested in real estate? All the, you know, all the questions there. And then we follow up with each and every one of them with a card. And if they leave us their phone number and want, you know, to talk, in fact, we have had 2 that have wanted, you know, CMAs. Now, we haven't gotten anything out of it, but, you know, we have gotten in their doors, and, you know, that only helps, I think, with top of mind awareness. So we've done that. Then another thing that we've sponsored, we're kind of, you know, leaning towards the grassroots, and I think that that's been working well for us in the small communities that we serve. The other thing that we did was we sponsored a band at a little town festival, which draws a lot of people, actually. And we had a good, you know, we had a good turnout there. We all wear our shirts with our logos on, and you know, just to really get exposure, talk with people. It's funny, I was there gambling at one of the wheels where you just gamble to win like pies or whatever. And so I was there doing that, just having a lot of fun with the people around. And the lady that was standing right beside me at the end of the evening, she asked me for my card, and she said that she lives in Mechanicsburg, but she was visiting her parents, and she has 3 rentals from Mechanicsburg south, you know, to Marion, where I was. And she wanted to talk about possibly selling them because the market was so hot. So it's like, you just never know who you're going to run into.
Good. And then those are 2 great ideas between every 3rd Saturday and the enter to win. And then Michelle's inviting 200 people, has 75 signed up so far. I know, we jump to Paula and Sue. Paula and Sue, your neighborhood has a huge garage sale every summer, don't they? And you've done hot dogs and treats and stuff. So tell us a little bit about what you do each year in the summertime to market to the community in which you sold. If we can unmute you. Uh-oh, we don't have sound for them.
Hang on, working on it.
There we go. Can you hear us?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we participate in the, we make flyers. We take the flyers around to everybody who's participating in the yard sale. And part of that flyer says that we're providing free hot dogs and water usually. And it's a great time. And man, people flock for they flock for the food. It's a good time to catch up, meet new people. And certainly, you know, it's not just for the people who are holding the yard sale, it's for people who are coming to it. So it works really well. And over the last couple years, now not last year, of course, but the year prior, it's become a joint yard sale with communities surrounding us as well. So it's a lot of mingling and socializing. It's fun.
Good. Thank you. And then Stacy Malott, if I know I can see you there. Hi, Stacy. You guys have been doing a lot of the same things in your area. Can you tell us about some of the things that you have planned and what you've been doing, similar to like Kara with events in the community?
Yes, so one of our big things also, we joined the Chamber of Commerce, and we're getting ready to do this in the Shippensburg area also, but we joined the Chambersburg Chamber of Commerce, and they were hosting a very large event that was going to happen 3 times a year. It's called the Sip and Stroll. And they weren't actually looking for a sponsor, but I went to them and said, hey, I'm interested in being your headlining sponsor on this. And so they agreed, and we came up with a price for all 3 of the events. And the girls and I go to the events. We're in our shirts. We're working the ticket booths so that people see us when they first get there. We talk to people. We hand out our cards. We also got these very large, basically stickers that has our logo and contact information on it. And for the wine events, every time someone purchases a case of wine or a bottle of wine, our sticker gets put on the box. So when they go home, they still have the Stacy Malak Group information.
Good. Interesting. So those are, now we got what, 4 different concepts of people doing things. What was it called? Sip and Stroll?
Sip and Stroll. Yeah, one of them
Stroll.
was for beer. One of them was a combination of beer and wine. And then the last one of the year is going to be just wine.
Okay. And Bill Anderson, you and I were talking last night. You guys are still doing your around town. What is it called, around town, or where your videos where you're featuring local businesses? We got to unmute you. We got to unmute Bill.
Hang on, Bill. You need to unmute yourself.
There we go. Sorry. Yeah, we do the around town, which is basically going up to local businesses and interviewing them and how, if it's a restaurant, whatever it may be. I mean, we've done restaurants, several of those. We sponsor a local, I did it actually. We sponsor his race car. So we did him, I did him last week, I believe it was. We've done garages. We've done just a whole wide array of things. And we're actually getting people calling us now to do these for them. So, that's good. So if they, we expose them to the public, then they hopefully share us, to, someone they may know that's buying a house, building a house, sending them along. The other thing we do is the old corny, send out the calendar, with the recipes on the back. Believe it or not, we've been doing that for over 10 years. And believe it or not, we get more calls. Hey, if they don't get one, they call us. Hey, where's my calendar? I didn't get my calendar yet. It's sort of funny. So we do that. We also have, I don't know if anybody else is doing it, but we have a West Hanover Township Facebook page where only residents
Bill froze up on us.
manage maybe over some of the younger agents. So, like this week, so he has 2 appointments today that are for listings. And then I have a girl that I graduated with in high school, went to grade school with, the whole deal. And we have 2 tomorrow as well. So we have 4 listing appointments this week. So, and we're normally pretty good at getting those. Between the 2 of us, we both go out and meet the folks. So they sort of like the both sides type thing. So that works out well. And we do mailings. Oh, we also send out birthday cards to our clients with lottery tickets in them. And then we also do like an anniversary card on their home when they purchase their home.
Okay, good. So you guys are all doing some great things. Everybody seems to be doing something slightly different, which is kind of neat to hear all the different activities. Is there anybody else that's doing anything that they'd like to share? Bobby, I know you used to do handouts to your past customers and stuff. Are you doing anything from this group, or any ideas from what you just heard that you're going to do?
I'm not sure I'm going to get involved in a lot of that other types of activities on a mass scale, but I still do all of my mailing. I do the calendars like Bill does. I do get a call from time to time. Where's my calendar if it doesn't come through? So I do between 4 and 6 mailings a year.
Good.
I just hope the phone rings.
Yep. You used to do newsletters too, but you don't do those anymore, right?
I don't do them anymore because, well, Remax had a really nice newsletter some years ago that I just tailored to my own needs and would send that out. I wish they would go back to it. I like that, but they didn't, so I've foregone that for the time being.
Okay, sounds good. Gloria, it looked like you were going to say something. Is there something that you do with your past customers? We need you to unmute. Gloria, can you unmute? There you go.
Yeah, okay. Well, just something I'm in the process of doing now. I like to go around to my previous clients' homes, especially this time of the year when it's not raining, and they just have their mulching and their new plantings all done, and take pictures of their homes and then send them a little note as to how great their house looks and how much they add to their community. And I also can make little note cards then to send out, like maybe 5 note cards to them with a picture of their home on the front. And then they can use them to send them to people and let me know if they want more. And they kind of like that. And then I do the calendars and send out cards for Valentine's, Halloween, and every other holiday. Everybody sends out all the other holidays, but they don't send out the Valentine's, which are my most popular. And then I always make the Halloween ones kind of funny. But my people like all that.
Good, good. And Aaron, if you could share with us, I know you and Morgan Tressler are doing a lot with your customers after settlement, meaning giving them a nice remembrance gift, which, you know, I know it's not just summertime marketing, but it's marketing of something for them to always remember you from. Can you tell the group what it is that you and Morgan give out at settlement?
Yeah, we do signs from local girls in Perry County that make them. Morgan had gotten me their information and they do great and it's local, so we like to support them. Morgan does a lot more of branding with some like tumblers and stuff like that and, you know, carrying cases. So I think she does that throughout the year, but I like to get a nice closing gift. I think she does a couple local basket companies. She gets baskets made or she does them herself. But I just think it's nice. We just sold a house and they had the first sign already. Now they're married. So I got them their, you know, last name. So it's just something nice that they can hang on to.
Good. And Kathy, you've been doing something also for yours and Brooks's clients. I think it has to do with a picture of the house or something, or watercolors. Can you tell us what you're doing there?
Yes, my niece Courtney, she paints a picture of the people's home, and then if we get them to send us a family picture, she'll put, it's like a caricature, I can't even say that word, in front of the home. And they seem to really like that a lot. It's the picture of the new home. We sometimes do it also for people that have been in their home for a long time and are selling it.
Okay, good.
So.
Anybody else have anything they want to tell us about John Shannon? Is there anything that you're doing or have you heard today that you want to implement into your business?
The only thing that I'm currently doing is just trying to keep up with the Popeyes and come up with creative ideas. I did write down the barbecue sauce one because that's a good one to drop off in the summertime. So aside from that and the follow-up calls, that's about all that I'm doing this summer yet.
I think that would be a good call at some point in time, Brooks, is if we have a Brian Buffini Popeye idea call, because I know, Michelle, you've probably done more than anybody, but you know, if we all can come up with some ideas of good Popeye gifts to give out, we should really be pushing that, especially this summer while the weather's good, to be getting to our past customers and getting them those Popeyes gifts, you know, so that we can add that to the calls maybe next month.
Yeah, I'd be happy to come up with some ideas to share.
Yep. And then, Bill, I think Bill Anderson, you guys have been doing those for a while now too, the Popeye gifts. So I know you've done multiple different things, and so we'll work on that as far as adding that to the call. Anybody else have anything they'd like to share or an idea that they might have gotten from the group today that they think would be a good idea to do, as Brooks called it, summertime marketing.
I have another idea I wanted to run by you, Tim, that to see if maybe collectively as an office we do. Sean and I do a lot. She watches a lot of marketing videos with some other agents throughout the United States. And something really neat that we saw was and again, as an office, but perhaps the next Mother's Day, Father's Day, Veterans Day, something where we could recognize our clients in a special way. We get just a sign made on the metal stake, the small, I don't know, maybe a 16 by 16 sign on the stake. And it said, like, let's, for instance, Mother's Day. It says, one great mom lives here. And then on the back of the sign is, Remax First Advantage, or each team's logo, your personal logo on the back of that sign. Come up with about 20 of your clients, and then they did really cute. The night before Mother's Day or Father's Day, the team or the agent, they dress up and they go around at night and put these signs in their client's yard. Next morning they wake up, the sign's in the yard, and then photos are taken. They put them on social media. And it just really creates kind of a really neat buzz out there that, this is what this office did for us. And oh gosh, look what was in my yard this morning. So something like that we thought of doing, and didn't know if maybe as an office, everybody wanted to jump in and do it and pitch in and buy these signs. Maybe it's fast signs or something like that.
Okay.
But
yep. Well, let's try to, brainstorm at some point of what holiday we want to pick and do it, and then
right.
See if we can get everybody together to place an order.
Michelle, I love that idea. That's a great idea. And my group, we have a meeting set tomorrow with us to come up with our top 3 of what we're going to do to target one particular little town in our area. And that's going to be on our top 3. That was a great idea. I like doing something like that.
The team's dressed up and they put like all black on at night, and they were like ninjas, walking around putting these signs in from place to place. And people got up the next morning, were taking photos and putting them on social media and saying, look what my realtor did for me last night. And it just created a huge buzz throughout the whole community that these signs were in everybody's yards.
Yeah, I love it.
Videotape your team in all black, jumping out of a van to put these
right.
costumes on, and have that little video on too, because that would be pretty cool, especially when you bail out of jail the next day. Anything else, Brooksy, that you can think of to add to it?
No, I think it was a great call. We got a lot of ideas. I'm gonna, put together this video to send out as a recap if you want to go back and re-listen to what everyone said, and we'll get it sent out to the people who weren't able to make it too.
Yep. So Kong, anything you'd like to add?
No, just don't forget about the simple prospecting ideas as well. Calling around local listings that you just listed, just sold, and try to get listings that way as well.
Okay. Sounds good, everybody. Thanks for your participation. It was a great call. Good topic, Brooks, and let's expand on that topic and come up with a holiday like Michelle and Stacy were talking about, and try to do something as a group, as an office. That'd be really cool. All right. So
our other Zoom calls today, 10 a.m. and 2:30.
10 a.m. and 2:30. Hopefully you'll get the links on those, and we'll go from there. So talk to you later, everybody. We'll see you next week.
See you guys.